Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you the only team you need to do this invasion. No need for extras of the event captain either. Really cool team. I think this is going to be good enough to do the whole shebang. Anyway, you're going to want to get tiers 1, 2 and 3 if you can. Tier 1 because you get the Potion of Enchantment, which is really cool. All your troops start enchanted at the start of each and every battle for the entirety of this event, and you have to buy the tiers in order anyway. So you're going to need tier 2, so you have to buy tier 1. Tier 2, you get the event siege breaker, who is also the event captain, so you get extra points for this. You absolutely need this in your team. Does a damage to an enemy based on your magic, and if they're a tower, deal 3 to 5 times damage based on your ascensions, and destroys a column at the same time, which gives extra mana. Pretty cool. Get the traits if you can, but they're not actually essential. You don't need that a third one. It's very unlikely we're going to get to that point where we need to think about skull damage with this geezer, because he's going to be at the back end of our team. Tier 3, may as well get it if you can. The NO Mace, it's in the Soul Forge at the same time, but much better to get it with some gems than diamonds. Diamonds are much harder to come across than gems, so grab it from here if you can. It's a explodey summony weapon, exploding magic +1 gems, granting a random status effect to all the giants, and summons a giant troop. So really nice. Grab that if you can. Alright, now let's take a look at this team. We're going to have Stonebiter, the NO Mace, the new weapon, Jordrin, and Lava Troll. Pretty cool team this. Stonebiter is a siege breaker from a previous event, and as such, if you have that third trait, is going to deal 3 to 5 times skull damage versus towers. Really handy later on when you get all the towers coming at once. You're just going to be bashing them out of there with skulls when they come along. It also gains 3 to all skills if in the first position, but you can use it to actually kill troops in the early stages too, which is really handy. It deals magic based damage to an enemy, and if they're a tower, deal 3 to 5 times damage based on the ascensions. But if the enemy dies, gain 7 to all skills. So you can knock out those early troops that are normal troops, not towers, and still gain 7 to all skills, which is actually pretty nifty. Jordrin is here. He's the main siege breaker, if you like, as the bounty captain. Still going to get that 3 to 5 times skull damage, but we don't really care about that. We shouldn't get to that stage. And again, does damage versus the towers with a 3 to 5 times damage bonus based on your ascension, and destroys a column, which is some mana gen at the same time. But you'll notice that these both use the same mana colours, red and brown. That is actually really handy, because a Lava Troll creates a mix of red and brown equal to the current red and brown on the board. But it gets better, because in Titan class we can have Storm Aura, create a dust storm at the start of battle, which is brown. So if there's a lot of brown there, we're going to create an awful lot of brown, charge these up absolutely straight away. In Titan class, we'll also have Rock Solid, gain a barrier when matching brown gems, which we're going to be doing all the time. Even more handiness, and we can have stuff like Fortitude at the same time, as well as some bonus brownie stuff. So very nice indeed, and all giants start with 50% mana, so Titan class, absolutely fantastic for this. The NO Mace, really cool weapon for this, exploding magic +1 brown gems, granting a random status effect to all the giant allies, which is the whole team, then summons a giant troop. And that could be another Stonebiter if you get lucky. The banner for this is going to be the Eagle banner, +2 brown, +1 yellow, -1 purple. Okay, let's jump into a few games then. 50% mana start on a whole team in Titan class. There we go, got charged up already. We've already killed someone. And if you use this to kill someone else, you can kill them, and we gain 7 to all skills whenever we kill someone with that, which is a really nice little benefit of that one. Let's just do this damage to them. And wipe them out with the skull hit. I've jumped forward a little bit to when the towers start appearing and show you how we deal with the other troops at the same time, but really straightforward with this team. Works really nice. Well, wasn't much brown on the board there, but we'll grab that extra turn just because it's there. Now, when this appears like this, you create a mix of red and brown gems equal to the current red and brown on the board. When it's 7 red, 12 brown, you can't not cast that. That's going to be a lot. Extra turn, charged up both our siege breakers at the same time. If you want to take out the tower straight away, you can cast Drawdrin straight away. When we cast this, if you do enough damage to wipe out the enemy, kill them off, you're going to gain 7 to all skills at the same time. Stick on Medals of Nicer to increase the power of that. Do a nice little amount of skull damage anyway. We can cast this to explode any brown gems and get a status effect to all our troops at the same time. Really, really cool. Again, they've been softened up. They're going to die. We get 7 to all skills. And we can whack them out of it. Now 2 towers have started appearing at once, so we can change things up ever so slightly the way we use this team. Important to remember that our event captain here gets double power, so it does 116 damage to an enemy. It doesn't even have to be a tower. It's going to do 100, for me, it's going to do that amount of damage. It's going to be magic plus 2 for you, so it's still going to get double power regardless. So that is really, really cool, and we can absolutely take advantage of that. When there's a lot of red and brown on the board like this, you can just obviously collect some red for this, but we're enchanted, so we're ready the next round anyway. So let's give that thing a wallop, get it out of there, get 7 to all skills if you take it out in one go. We can cast this now. Let's take out one of them towers. Lots of red, lots of brown there because we've got this dust storm going on. Create a mix of red and brown equal to the amount there. It's going to create absolutely stacks, get an extra turn at the same time, as well as a barrier for the hero. We can then take out that last troop there. She thinks she's about to cast, but she is, but just about. But the explosion here will finish her off. Nice and straightforward. Let's just do one more. Nice explosion there. If you're going to finish these off, always worth doing. 7 to all skills if you bash them out of there in one go. Again, you can choose to cast this if you want. It's going to explode brown gems, so you're going to get the bonus of the status effect at the same time to the team, which is really nice. Let's do the same to him. Let's get him bashed out of there. And now any skull hits we get are going to do 5 times damage on these towers, which is really cool. But we can take that bottom tower out of it anyway, or that one actually, because it's started to charge. And any skull hit, here we go, 5 times damage, and it wasn't even with the new event captain. Now when 3 and 4 towers start appearing, if anything, things get even easier. And the reason is, Stonebiter, who is not the event captain in this team, but it's still a siege breaker, it's still going to get that extra damage versus the towers, and he's still going to do extra skull damage versus them as well. So when all towers are there, in fact, this becomes even easier. Let's show you how we do this, because the order which you cast the troops in is actually fairly important. So everyone's up straight away. Luke didn't even do anything. We'll take that just because it's there. And that because we don't want the AI to have it. Right, so we cast this one first. Get rid of a tower. Cast this one. Get rid of someone else. Now with this storm, we're going to get an awful lot of brown. So we cast this again. Create a mix of red and brown equal to the amount that's there. Most of the time that's going to charge up the team with an extra turn. This time you don't actually cast this troop because it's wasted. You cast this one first because you're still going to get that 5 times damage. Now the event captain gets double damage, remember, so this is why we save this one to last, to take out that enemy in a single go. And we still had that weapon sitting there ready to cast, ready to explode gems, give status effects to the whole team. Really, really cool. Yeah, let's just do one more, and we'll call the video a day. Video a day, and you know it. So that top troop's nearly gone already. We just got a random skull hit. But if that was a tower, and we got that hit with them, they'd have been just killed straight away. That's why it actually gets easier a little bit later on. So let's take out a couple of towers first. That's got charged up again already. You see, didn't have to do anything. That's 3 towers. 3 towers gone. Let's create all our colours, bash them out of it. Easy as pie. And it gets even easier when there's 4 towers. So there it is. There's the video on this. My invasion team. 1 team for the entire thing. I think you're going to be okay with this. Really cool. Just make sure you got that event captain in there. Absolutely essential. But there's a video. If you enjoyed it, found anything useful or helpful, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.